Welcome back. You're with Money, Money, Money. Today we're discussing how to financially prepare to get married. Gaurav Mashruwala is our expert, and one of our viewers, Kalpesh, is getting a lot of answers as well. So Gaurav, you've spoken a lot about what to do before you get married. Now a couple is married, they're back from their honeymoon period. What is the first financial step they now need to take together as a couple?
Yeah, so now welcome to Planet Earth. Yeah, and a couple of things. So one, decide on financial goals. So the thing that you asked me in the earlier segment is that what if they are not same and something. So actually sit down and make list of responsibilities and dreams, and do this activity on yearly basis, so that financial date that you had gone before marriage, at least that date you continue, and just continue for rest of your life every year. But sit and make that list of responsibilities and dreams, and they could be different, they could be same, or the priorities could be different, while the entire list could be same. So you will have to come to consensus. There is no way that both could have a different set of goals or different set of priorities and move ahead, because then it'll become yours and mine, and that's not the way to create long-term wealth.
You actually see, once I'll get married and I'll have a child as well, and there might be a car loan, home loan, and also these days the the fees are very high these days for international schools and all. So in that, you think I'm able to go for holidays like at least once in a year?
Okay, so that depends on many factors, but yeah, you can still go. Holiday is something which I'll never say no. So holidays is something that you should do. You may not be able to go to Switzerland, which is fine, but you'll still be able to go to Mulchi Dam. You'll still be able to go to something nearer, and which is fine, because the idea is that, you know, be together. I mean, as a family, and you are saying child, and it's more and more three of y'all together, or if you can go with families and all. And there are different ways and means of doing it. You'll have to prioritize. You'll have to let go few things. You will have to kind of say that this is the priority. You'll stretch somewhere, but ensure that it's our decision. It's a joint decision.
Yeah. See, if I got the existing bank account, so should I add the my spouse?
Yeah, let her take away all your money.
Not that he's leaving any for the moment.
But no, yes, you should be adding your spouse's name. In fact, all the assets that you have, so may it be bank accounts, fixed deposits, which is also part of banking. You could be having fixed deposits outside banking system. There could be PPF account. Wherever it is possible to add the name, please add your spouse's name, and vice versa. So even your spouse, she should be doing that as well, and immediately. All the accounts and all the investments, wherever possible, should going further be held jointly. In fact, many times I have couples who are saying, you know, we'll see how it works after a year or two, which means you are starting on testing out. Please don't test out marriages. Okay. I mean, it has to weather all the storms, and financial storms is one of the biggest storms if it comes, but weather it together. So don't test out, do it. Trust and do it.
Right. But aren't nominations sufficient, or do you actually need to make it a joint asset?
So nomination will come into play if spouse passes away, if spouse dies. But while spouse is alive, a nominee can't operate. Now imagine a situation where wife has certain amount of money, or wife has health insurance, or wife has certain investments. She is critically ill. That particular financial instrument, may it be an insurance policy or money in account, needs to be used for her treatment. But husband can't do anything, which is ridiculous. Why on earth would you want that situation? So wherever adding names is possible, do that. Wherever it's not possible, there could be few products like that. There you may want to consider giving power of attorney, or see if you can change some form of that investment.
If my spouse salary and my salary, for my salary if I'll spend, and my spouse salary if I'll be invested, then how it will be helping?
Then you'll become a pauper and she'll be multi-millionaire.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So here are things that you may want to look at. Ideally, both of y'all should be spending and both of y'all should be investing.
Okay.
As in earmark expenses, what will go from her account, what will go from your account, and what are investments. And the reason I'm saying is, then the wealth creation will happen in both the names. So from a long-term perspective, in case of income tax issues happen, then you're at equal. So nobody gets into higher bracket faster. Otherwise, you may have one person getting into highest tax bracket, second one is not in tax bracket at all. You don't want to reach that stage. Wealth tax, and I pray that you become so wealthy that you get, you are
touche to that.
yes, assessed for wealth tax as well. You can have those issues being protected. Even acquiring new assets. Now, if only she has all the investments, which means only she will then keep creating more and more assets by liquidate. So if it's house buying, if you have not saved anything, if down payment has to be made, it'll go from her account. So house will be in her name. So the entire thing in a period of time, assets get skewed. So while I jokingly said you'll be a pauper and she'll be multimillionaire, and while it may happen and there is no cause of distrust or something, it's just that over a period of time that also will have repercussions on estate planning and will, and how do you transfer that asset to next generation, hence do it for both.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. But just to wrap it up, Gaurav, a lot of people who we meet in our daily lives, our friends, families, relatives, a lot of them, often say one of the spouse takes care of all the investments. So sometimes the other spouse is not even aware where papers are kept, what are the passwords now for online accounts, etc. How important is it that both people be on the same page as regards to how investments are made, what are the investments being made, when they come up for renewal and so on?
It's extremely important, Sumira, because we are no more living in joint family system. So it's not like few brothers doing business together and they're all trustworthy. And it's now we are looking at nuclear family. So it's husband, wife, children, maybe one child or children. And hence it's very, very important. It's not about distrust. It's not about questioning the capability. It's just that both of you all are aware. So the example that I gave earlier is that wife has money, but for her treatment, insurance couldn't be used. Yeah. Same thing will happen here, that there is money, but the second person will not know. Don't do that. And my humble request to wives as well. There are so many instances where wives come and husband said, look, I want her to get involved. She's not getting involved. And don't do that. And to husbands, don't think that your wife doesn't understand or she will not, and hence my chart accountant is there, which is ridiculous. It's like saying that I trust an outside person but not my spouse. So in both the instances, please, both of you all should be equally aware of it.
All right, on that note, we'll wrap up. Thanks very much, Gaurav, for sharing your expert advice with our viewers. Kalpesh, thanks very much. I hope some of these lessons will go a long way in helping you out. All the very best. Thanks very much for joining in. We need to take a break, but before that, here's our weekly question. Have you communicated your financial aspirations to your spouse? Write to us at moneymoney@network18online.com. Tell us why and stand a chance to be a part of one of our future episodes. Do stay tuned. When we come back, we'll actually tell you how you can multiply your wealth and benefit from the magic of compounding. Stay tuned.